Hey guys, I'm back with part 7 for this tutorial on how to build these townhouses. Here in this one, we're going to be doing the furnishings for the final townhouse, and then the build will be complete. I gathered up all of the blocks we're going to be using for the entire first floor. There's a couple other things we're going to need to grab, but I did not have enough room, as you can see. But let's go through and I'll list off everything we're going to need for now. So be sure to go ahead and grab some gray concrete, smooth quartz slabs, and then some white, green, and gray carpet, some sea lanterns, anvils, jungle leaves, a painting, a white candle, or whichever candle you want, smooth quartz block, smooth quartz stairs, and pillar quartz blocks, birch sign, iron door, and then I just have the 2 skeleton skulls, a lantern, and then a few of the food items, a glow item frame, a cake, a few flowers, and then the flower pot, and some white stained glass panes, end rod, iron trapdoor, birch trapdoor, lever, oak pressure plate, furnace, and a campfire. So I'm going to start here in the living room, and I'm going to mark out where the couch is going to be. So we're going to be using the gray concrete and the smooth quartz slabs. So you can start with the concrete. We'll just go over here towards this wall, here in this corner, and we'll bring over just 4 of the concrete blocks like that. And then we'll go out along this wall. We'll bring it over by another 5. And then switch to your smooth quartz slabs. I'll start over here, and I'm pretty much just going to follow along the gray concrete like that. And then I'll go ahead and bring this out an extra layer right there, as well as over here. And that's about it for the couch. Now, let's go ahead and mark out a little table right here, which is 4 slabs is fine. So just 1 space along each side of the couch. And now let's carve out the hole, which will then be filled in with sea lanterns along the edge of the couch. So we'll start over here. We'll bring this over until we're 1 block further than the edge over there. So it'll be just like that. We'll go ahead and bring this in. And then go ahead and continue deleting the rest of this. We'll fill it all in with the sea lanterns. And then we're going to switch to the carpet. You could just have whichever pattern you want. I'll maybe start with the white carpet over here. And then maybe the green. And then probably the rest of it the gray. So that's good. And now over here in this corner, you could grab the anvil. We could just place it right there is fine. And then we'll add the jungle leaves. And then we could probably have another one right here. So how should we do that? We'll go ahead and kind of just move that in that direction, and we'll have this one the same way. Go ahead and add the leaves there. And one final thing I'm going to do is just add a painting over here on this wall. And that's pretty much all I'm going to have here for the living room. You could have another cutout in the wall over here, or maybe just a painting. I'll go ahead and do a painting, why not? And then we can maybe do another set of like smaller ones up here. Am I able to place... Okay, I'm gonna have to... Let's see how I should do this. Because I can't really place the painting there because it's gonna go over to that side, but I don't want to delete that button because then I'll have to grab it again. Here, I'll go ahead and... I'll do that. I'll grab that button. Go ahead and place that. Let's grab this painting. We'll have one right there and there. Delete all of that. Go ahead and get rid of... Actually, no, we need the stone button again. So we'll do this. Grab that. Boom. And then we'll go ahead and grab the painting. And there we go. So now we have that there. Everything's all back to normal. So there we go. We have all that taken care of so far. Let's now head on into the kitchen and dining room. So here for the kitchen and dining room, I'll start over here on this left side. So the dining room table is going to be over here. And then the kitchen will be over here. Over on this wall, we're going to have some cutouts. So you could go ahead and just grab these smooth quartz stairs. And we're going to have just one space here at the left. We'll carve out 2, bring it all the way up to those slabs. So pretty much the entire wall like that. We'll do the same over on this side. And then we'll have stairs facing up. Whoops, my bad. Facing up like that. And upside down. And then upside down up here at the top at the same layer as those slabs. Do the same over here. And then we're going to cover up that andesite with a painting. That is good. And then we'll just have a couple decorations. So maybe just a lantern. And then these skeleton skulls. So we'll have a lantern here and there. And then the 2 skeleton skulls. So maybe, yeah, probably like that is fine. And then like that. And now, let's go ahead and focus on... We'll go ahead and do the dining room table right here. So for the table, we're going to be using the full blocks of smooth quartz, the slabs, and these stairs. So we'll start with the full blocks. We're going to pretty much line up where the 3 spaces are here. And we're going to be 3 spaces away from them. So we're going to start on this 4th block. So just place 3 like that. And then on each side of those full blocks, we'll go ahead and have upside down smooth quartz stairs. And then in each corner, we'll go ahead and have a slab. So that marks out the table. Now let's mark out the chairs so you can continue with the slabs. We'll just have one on each side. And then behind each slab, we'll go ahead and have an iron door. And then we could have a birch sign on each side of the slab. And now, let's go ahead and do the lights that are hanging above the table. So you could grab your white stained glass pane. We'll have one lined up right here. So you could just look straight up. Have the glass pane, the end rod, and the iron trap door. And one thing I like to do is just flip around the end rod so we could kind of just stand on this trapdoor, crouch, and just flip around the end rod so it looks like this end is connected to the trapdoor instead of it just being randomly right here down the middle. So I think that just looks better. And then we're going to have another one right above here in the same spot. And once again, we'll go ahead and flip over that end rod. It's a small detail, but I think it's worth it. At least that's like something I would notice, so it's just something I like to do. But there we go, I think that looks good. Let's go ahead and do all of the decorations on the table. So we'll start with the glow item frame, and then the cake, and then we'll go ahead and grab the flower pot. And you could just grab whichever flower you want. So the cake I'll have just right in the middle probably. That should be good. And then we could just have a flower pot right there. And then we'll have an item frame in front of each chair. And now let's grab all of the food items and we'll put those within each item frame. And there we go. So we have the dining room section pretty much all done. Now we'll look over here and we have the kitchen. So over here at the kitchen, we'll go ahead and start marking out the counter space first. So make sure you have your full blocks of the smooth quartz. We're also going to be using the stairs and the slabs, and then the birch trap doors, and eventually the pillar quartz blocks. So let's start with the full blocks, and I'm going to go over here towards the corner and just place 3 like that. We'll just skip over these 2 spaces for now, place another 2 here, and then here in this corner, I'm just going to go ahead and place a stair there, and right there, and then we'll have the slab right there. Or we could... You know what, we'll go ahead and just make it all stairs like that. I think that looks better all connected. And then, towards the left of that, we're going to have 3 more full blocks. And then, we're going to have the fridge over here. So you can just place 2, bring it up by 2, bring it over by 1 there, have a stair, and 2 slabs. And then, let's go ahead and skip over this space. So we're going to be up here, and we're going to start placing the cabinets. So you could just have a total of 6 full blocks like that, just lined up where this counter space is. We'll do the same here. So we have these 2 spaces, we're going to skip up 1, we're gonna have 4 like that. And then over here, we're gonna have another 6. And now, let's go ahead and cover up all those full blocks with the birch trapdoors. So it's like this so far. Now let's mark out the ovens. So we could just delete these 2 blocks in the floor, replace it with the campfires, and then cover them up with the furnaces. And now let's go ahead and do the oven hood. So we're going to delete these 2 slabs, replace it with full blocks. We'll go ahead and do another layer, or is that too much? Okay, you know what? No, we're just going to have the 2 full blocks there, and then underneath that, we need the sea lanterns. And then we'll cover up the front side here with the stairs, like that. Underneath those stairs, we'll have these slabs. And then let's go ahead and cover up those sea lanterns with the iron trapdoors. There we go, we now have the oven hood. And then we're going to have an island right here, which will have our sink. So we'll go ahead and mark that out. So for the kitchen island, we'll just start out with the full blocks of the smooth quartz. We're going to skip over 2 spaces away from that counter. So we're going to be on this 3rd block here. We'll start right there and just place 2. And then go over towards the left by another 4, like that. Bring out 1 more right there. And then grab your smooth quartz stairs. We're going to continue facing this direction. And we're just going to curve together 3 of the stairs like that. And this is actually going to be our sink. And now, let's go ahead and switch to the pillar quartz blocks, and we'll do the backsplash where the counter and cabinets are. So we'll just delete, we'll start by deleting this first strip of all of this light gray concrete down here. And then we have to go ahead and delete the extra space right there, as well as right here where the oven is. And then we're just going to have the crisscross pattern, which I believe is the same design we did in the kitchen in the last video. So it'll be straight up like that. We'll just start it off, and then we'll have a sideways, straight up. We'll just start on this first layer. So just back and forth like that. So we have that first layer, and now you can see right here we have one facing straight up and down, so above it will be sideways. Next to that will be straight up and down. Right here we have one that's straight up and down, so we need sideways, up and down. So you can see it all flows together nicely. And then right here we have one that's straight up, so we need one that's sideways above it. And then straight up and down for the other space. And there we go. So we have all of that marked out. And now we pretty much just have to do all the final details. So the decorations, the faucets, stuff like that. So everything that is currently in my inventory, we could actually go ahead and clear. And now let's just grab the candle is fine, the lever, the oak pressure plate. We're going to use a couple more flowers. Actually, I think I used the orange tulip. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab this other one. I think that's pretty much everything. So, the pressure plate we could go ahead and just have right there as a cutting board. The lever will be pointing towards the sink like that for the faucet. We'll have the candle over here. We'll just stack up a bunch like that. We could have a flower pot. Let's see, we could have one maybe right around there, and another one right here. Or we'll go ahead and do it on this side. That's fine. We'll fill those in. And then we pretty much just need the bucket of water and flint and steel to light that. So let's go ahead and grab that flint and steel. And then we also need the bucket of water. So we'll fill in the sink. Oh wait, real quick, grab the birch trap doors. I'm gonna fill in this entire side here. So it just looks like there's more storage for this space. And I can't even place it, what the heck? There we go. Okay, so now it looks like there's more storage on this side. Let's fill this in with the bucket of water. And then let's go ahead and light that. And there we go. That is going to be everything here for this kitchen and dining room. I think it looks good. We have the living room done. So now the entire first floor for this townhouse is all complete. we'll head on up to the second floor. We're not gonna have anything here in this hallway. I guess we could actually. Let's go ahead and just have a carpet right here on the floor. So you could grab some sea lanterns, we'll fill this in. And then we could just grab a couple different colored carpet. Maybe just these here. So that's just a little something here for this hallway. And now let's head on into this bedroom. And then we have a bathroom and this closet. So we'll start in this bedroom first. So I gathered up all the blocks we're using here for this bedroom. So be sure to go ahead and grab the smooth quartz slabs, the full blocks, the light gray concrete, white concrete, some snow, birch trap doors, the smooth quartz stairs, a painting, end rods, and then the 2 skeleton skulls, lantern, a few flowers, and then the flower pot, and then a sea lantern, and then I have the gray, light gray, and green carpet. So we'll start by marking out the bed first, so you can grab your full blocks of the smooth quartz. We're going to leave 3 spaces on this wall, so we're going to start on this 4th space. We'll bring it over by 5. We'll have a layer of slabs on top of that. And then we'll mark out the 2 nightstands. So 2 slabs here, 1 going down. Slabs here, 1 going down. And then we'll have the 2 rows of light gray concrete that's 3 blocks wide. A strip of the white concrete, and then back to the light gray. And then along the edge of that, we'll have some slabs. And then we could go ahead and grab the snow for the pillows. Switch back to the end rod. We'll have this on each end of the nightstand. And then we'll go ahead and use white concrete. So these are going to be lamps. And now let's look over here towards the right. We have just this little section here. I just had a little like storage unit and a shelf. So you could grab your full blocks of the smooth quartz. We're going to place 4. So just 1 space left on each side. We'll go ahead and cut out all of the space here for this wall. And then you could grab your smooth quartz stairs. We'll have these upside down at the top. We'll have another set of upside down ones right here. And we're going to replace this green concrete with some more full blocks of smooth quartz. And then you can switch to your birch trap doors and have these on the front side of those full blocks. And then switch to your paintings. We're going to cover up all this andesite. So that is fine. And now that's actually just about everything for this room. We just have to add the carpet now and the decorations. But everything that is currently in my inventory, we could go ahead... Oh wait, you know what? Let's have some paintings right above here. So just have 3 small ones. Like that is perfect. And what else could we do? Could have another painting over here, that is up to you. But I'm just going to leave it like that. So I'm just going to clear all this from right here. And we'll grab pretty much everything else. So we'll do that for now. We'll also grab this lantern. So, let's start with the flower pots. We'll just have these on each nightstand with a couple flowers. Over here, we could go ahead and have maybe another flower pot right there. And then we could have probably the skeleton skull here. And then we'll have maybe just a lantern randomly right there. That's a good light source. So let me go ahead and we'll use the wither one. We'll have that right there. And I also have the other one, but I think I'm just going to leave it like that. I don't really want to overdo it. And now let's go ahead and do the carpet and the floor. So I'm just going to carve out some space like that. Or should we do it a different way? Let's go ahead and fill that back in. We'll just start with this first strip and we'll wrap it around. And bring it over just a couple spaces further on this side. So it's like this. Kind of like a rectangle right there. We'll fill that in with the sea lanterns. And then we'll cover that up with the carpet. And I like how that looks. Looks good. We have all this marked out. So yeah, that's actually pretty much it here for this bedroom. Not really too much going on in here. We'll head on into... Let's actually jump right on into the closet. So let me just clear everything here. And I'm going to just grab the smooth quartz stairs. I would just mark out the shelves. So I don't really want to fill in the space too much in here. Let's say if I added shelves on each side, we would just be left with one space to walk in here. So let's go ahead and just add some shelves here at this back side. And we're pretty much just going to leave it like that. Let's grab a bunch of different colored carpet. And there we go. So now that looks like some clothes. We'll clear that. And that's pretty much all I'm going to do here for this closet. So now let's head on into this bathroom. And I'm just going to jump right on into this as well. So I always just like to start out with the smooth quartz slabs, these stairs, and the full blocks. So we're going to use these to just mark everything out. So right off the bat, we're probably just going to have the bathtub here at this back side. So you could just curve together a total of 8 stairs to shape out the bathtub like that. And now let's go ahead and just have maybe a full block right there. We'll skip over that one. Have another full block. So this is where the sink will be. And then we could go ahead and just have the toilet right here. So a full block, the slab, and the stair. It's just a little bit cramped right here when you walk into the closet because of that. But there's really no way else to lay this out. But I think this will be fine. So let's go ahead and just clear all that. That's pretty much it for those main blocks. Now we just have to grab all of the decorations. So let me grab the birch trapdoors, the bucket of water, the hopper, the tripwire hook, the lever, and then the weighted pressure plate. And then we'll grab a birch button and stone button. And then we'll just go ahead and also grab the white stained glass panes. So we'll start with the glass panes. We'll just have a total of 3 in height and 2 blocks wide like that. So that starts off the glass door here for the bathtub / shower. And then we'll go ahead and mark out the hopper right there for the sink. We'll cover up the front side here with the birch trap doors and then crouch and cover up that hopper as well. We could also just have the lever pointing down towards it for the faucet for that sink. We could crouch again, fill this in with water, and then fill in the bathtub as well. For the toilet, we could have the weighted pressure plate on the stair, and then the stone button for the handle. And then switch to your birch button. You could just have it right there so it looks like a bar of soap. And now let's go ahead and add the tile for the bathtub. So I'm just going to go ahead and switch to probably just the pillar quartz blocks. So we'll start over here. We'll bring this all the way up to the crown molding is fine, where these slabs are. You can just delete it all. And now you can switch to your pillar quartz blocks. We'll just have a crisscross pattern. So one may be on its side, facing up, on its side, and facing up. And then go ahead where you see the ones that are facing up, you can line up with it and have a sideways one. And then where the sideways ones are, you can have one facing up. So just a crisscross pattern like that. You can see we have a sideways one there. So you can start with one facing straight up and just continue the pattern. So there we go. We have all of that marked out. I think it looks good. And now let's add the lever for the shower head and the faucet. And that is pretty much all we're really going to have for this bathroom. So we could have a little flower pot right here. I'll go ahead and do that. So you can just grab whichever flower you want. So we'll place it right there. And then we could also grab a white banner. So those will act as towels. So we can have one right there so you could dry off your hands on that one. We can have one right here for the shower. And now that is going to be it here for this bathroom. I think it looks good. So now let's head on out. We now have the entire second floor done. We'll head on up to the third level. We'll do a couple little things here in this hallway. And then we have another bedroom and bathroom. So let's go right into this hallway. I'm just going to maybe grab the smooth quartz stairs. We'll also grab these slabs as well. We could just have a table right here, probably should be fine. Let's see, we have 3 spaces. So probably something like that will be good, just a little table. Let's grab a birch trapdoor and then an item frame. So this could look like a drawer right there. And then on top of the table, we could go ahead and just grab maybe a skeleton skull. And we could have a lamp, or probably just a lantern will be fine. So right there. And then we could just have a flower pot on this other side. If that's good. And one final touch could be a carpet right here in the floor. So we'll go ahead and just fill this in with these sea lanterns. And then cover it up with the carpet. So I'll just use these 3 colors right here. So maybe just a little bit of gray, a strip of light gray right there, and then some white carpet. And we'll just leave it at that here for this hallway. We could do one final thing just to really top it off. So we can maybe just grab the anvil and some jungle leaves. We could just have a couple of these in each corner. And there we go. Could also have a painting on the wall, but that'll be left up to you. But I think this is more than enough. It's just a hallway. So now let's head on into this bedroom next. So I gathered up the blocks we're going to be using for the bed. So be sure to grab the smooth quartz slabs, the full blocks, and the stairs. And then some light blue concrete, light gray concrete, and some snow. We'll start with the full blocks. We're just going to line up where this window is. So we'll place a block there. And then 2 more on each side. So a total of 5 like that to start off the headboard for the bed. And then you could go ahead and switch to your smooth quartz stairs. We'll have 1 on each side. 3 upside down in the middle to connect it all together. And then we could have some slabs on top of that. And now on each side, let's go ahead and bring it out with the slabs by 5. And then we'll bring it together right here. And now switch to your light blue concrete. We'll have 2 rows of 3, a row of light gray, and another row of the light blue. And then you can have the snow there for the pillows. And that is the bed marked out. Let's go ahead and switch to the smooth quartz stairs. We'll go ahead and just have 2 side by side for the nightstands. So let's go ahead and maybe just switch to the full blocks of the smooth quartz. We could just stack up 6 like that. And then have a table right next to it. And we could decorate that nicely, make it look good. And then over here, let's go ahead and mark out the desk. So we could just have maybe a stair like that. Maybe 2 slabs and another stair. And that'll be the desk. We could go ahead and have a slab right there to start off the chair. And then we could just have some bushes in each corner of the room. We'll just go ahead and use the jungle log. And then the jungle leaves. And the jungle trapdoors. So in each corner, we'll go ahead and just place the log. Cover each side up with the trapdoors. Add the jungle leaves. Like that. Do the same over here. And there we go. And now, let's go ahead and switch to the birch trapdoors. We could place these in front of these full blocks here, so now it's going to be that little storage unit. We could add maybe some slabs on top of that, right there. Yeah, that looks good, I like it. Let's go ahead and maybe just grab an end rod, and we'll probably just use you know what, let's use white concrete. So I have an end rod on each end of the nightstands. Go ahead and fill that in. We can have another one right here. And then let's grab maybe a skeleton skull for that small table right here. And then flower pots for the nightstands. we could just have the 2 blue flowers. So it'll be the cornflower and the blue orchid. So that's looking good. Over here, let's go ahead and grab... Let's see, we need the iron door, the birch trap doors, or my bad, the birch signs, not trap doors. And then we'll eventually also need the painting, a stone pressure plate, and a stone button. And we'll leave it at that for now. You know what, let's go ahead and also grab maybe the light blue banner. So, let's go ahead and mark out the chair. So we have the door right there. The sign on each side of the slab. And then we could crouch, have the light blue banner. And then I just grabbed a random block so we could then place the painting without any issues. And then let's have the stone pressure plate and the stone button. So that's like the keyboard and the mouse. Now just clear all of that. And now we could have maybe a lantern right here. And a flower pot over on this other side. Or you know what, we'll just have... How about we actually do the creeper head? There we go. And now... Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Let's go ahead and do a rug along the edge of the bed here. We'll fill this in with the sea lanterns. And then we'll have maybe just some white carpet, light blue carpet, and light gray carpet. So maybe the white over here, some of the light blue, and then the light gray. There we go. That's all looking good. I really like this room. And now we have the final room, and then this entire build will be complete. So as you could tell, this will be a bathroom. So we'll grab these stairs, these slabs, and the full blocks. And how should we mark this out? Looks like we're going to be able to have the bathtub over here. So go ahead and mark that out. And then, yeah, probably the sink over here. Like that. And then the toilet right here in the middle. And then we'll have to have the stone button on this side for the handle of the toilet. I normally would have it over here on the left, but we're not going to be able to if we end up having trapdoors here. But that's a pretty good layout. We have plenty of room in here to move around. So let's go ahead and clear that. And we'll just grab all of the items here for this bathroom. So the hopper, the lever, tripwire hook, stone button, birch button, the weighted pressure plate, a bucket of water, the white stained glass panes, and I'll also grab just these quartz bricks. So let's go ahead and do the bathtub section first. So just bring this up 3 layers like that is fine. You know what, we'll just bring it all the way up to the crown molding, just so we don't have that random single space remaining. We'll fill all this in with the quartz bricks. So it looks like that. And then switch to your white stained glass panes. We could just have the glass door over here on this side. And then let's go ahead and have the lever, the tripwire hook. We'll fill this in with the bucket of water. And then let's go ahead and mark out the hopper right there. We can have the lever pointing down towards that. Birch buttons there, so it looks like a bar of soap. We got the stone button and the weighted pressure plate for the toilet. We're gonna need to grab the bucket of water again, and then some birch trap doors for the sink. Like that. Pretty much it. Let's go ahead and we could have a painting right here. So we'll fill that in with the sea lantern and cover that up with a painting. And then we could grab a white banner. And you know what, while we're here, let's go ahead and grab this flower pot. And maybe just a blue orchid is fine. And then we'll grab that banner. So flower pot could just be right there is fine. We could have the banner right there. Another one, I guess just right here where the door is. And now that is all I'm gonna do here for this bathroom. this looks good. And now that completes this townhouse build. So we have all 3 townhouses completely done. Okay guys, I'm gonna leave it at that here for part 7 for this tutorial on how to build these townhouses. And that now completes the build. If this did help you, be sure to please leave a like, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Or if you're interested, I will have a tour of this build up right after this video. But anyway, I'll see you guys until then.